Oh, good old Uncle Joe is supposed to be making I think it must be, well, it's not going to be a Christmas address because, you know what, I'm a staunch Catholic, but I'm going to be an American for everyone, and there's no red states, and... Anyways, yeah, no, he's supposed to be making a fucking speech tomorrow at some point in the, I don't know, the late day for him is probably like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but whatever, and it's mostly just going to focus around Omicron. Oh my god, my variant of most concern, and it's just dropping nobody off, really, anybody, anywhere, but yeah, apparently the fucking court system, which, as always, like I say, unreliable at best when you're trying to take any advice from them, they are just all fucking willy-nilly, really, when it comes to their rulings. And yeah, no, now an appeals court, a federal appeals court, is ruling that Biden's private business vaccine mandate can in fact take effect. Okay, this kind of dropped on Friday late in the day, and then yeah, they've had time to gestate on it and figure it out. So could it be going back into place by January? I think it was 4th or some shit, like, yeah, January 4th. Who knows? Maybe. Okay, because this just keeps getting batted back and forth from the 5th Circuit. Okay, and then it goes up to, yes, this federal appeals court ruled in a split decision on December 17th that the Biden administration's vaccine mandate for private companies, more than 100 people, can take effect. Okay, can. But again, so what? This is the 4th ruling before there's even been like a full fucking trial and there's full evidence that's out there. But no, we're just going to go ahead and make another ruling. Okay, this is all fucked. Okay, the 2-1 decision by a panel of the Cincinnati-based 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals dissolves the stay entered by the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals last month. Yes, the appeals court is higher than the circuit court. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is the federal court anyways, so as always, the rule issued by OSHA before was paused meant that 84 million workers face the jab mandate or undergo weekly testing. Oh, but you have to pay for it, and it'll be on your own fucking dime, and there's going to be no compensation for that. So it's a choice, right? It's a choice, sure. The case was brought by multiple businesses, including the American Family Association, multiple individuals in several states, including Texas, Utah, and Mississippi. A petitioner said the mandate promulgated by as an emergency temporary standard by the Department of OSHA should be struck down because it exceeds OSHA's authority under the Occupational Safety and Health Act, given OSHA's clear and exercised authority to regulate viruses. Okay, cool. That's normally preceded by deadly, dangerous, anything like that, but no, it's just regulating viruses, okay? OSHA necessarily has the authority to regulate infectious diseases that are not unique to the workplace. Of course, Judge Julia Smith Gibbons wrote in her majority opinion on December 17th. Indeed, no virus, HIV, HBV, COVID, is unique to the workplace and affects only workers, and courts have upheld OSHA's authority to regulate hazards that coexist in the workplace and in society, but are at a heightened risk in the workplace. Okay, cool. So it can spread. Okay, so why aren't we taking any regulations against the common cold? Cool. Because if you're going to do it for this, which is just so deadly and it's so tragic, even though the numbers don't bear it out, but it's spreading rapidly. Okay, cool. Why are you taking all of these steps? None of this shit makes sense, and it's never going to make sense, and then this one's just going to get stayed by somebody else, and eventually it's going to have to find its way up to the Supreme Court, and they're just, I don't know, probably just going to kick it down to one of the federal appeals court, and they just might not even bother taking it up, even though they're asking the Biden administration to talk about it. It's like they just don't want to rule on it, okay? It's like many other cases that make their way up to the Supreme Court. They don't want to have to do anything on it, okay? We just kind of want to see how everything else kind of pans out. We just want to take these lesser cases out there. Like, listen, we're never going to actually overturn Roe v. Wade. We just want to hear some of this stuff because we have a certain amount of cases that we need to hear every year. And you know what? Hey, instead of, you know what, taking up good, important Second Amendment issue cases that come before them, no, we just want to hear this not Planned Parenthood, Women's Whole Health in Missouri, and then just kick it back down to them, and then have the Texas Court of Appeals pick it back up, and we're just never going to have to rule on anything. But we're very important, and please don't pack the bench, because us 9 justices that are up here, we just want to lord our power over everybody. We won't, you know what, ever use it or anything like like that, but we just want to make sure that you fear the black robe and give it the proper respect, right? Well, whatever, let's just finish this. Gibbons was nominated to the court by, George W. Bush. The other judge ruled in favor of the OSHA mandate. Jane Brandsetter Strach was nominated by Barack Obama, a Democrat. Once again, just, yeah. What's the difference? What's the fucking difference? Okay. Last week, the Sixth Circuit's active judges rejected a move to have the entire panel consider the case on an 8-8 vote, the Associated Press reports. The dissenting judges, all of them. Yeah, a wide breadth of opinions here. Was appointed by President Donald Trump, a Republican. In her dissenting opinion, she noted that Congress didn't authorize OSHA to create such a rule. Furthermore, to work around Congress, the rule did not meet the emergency standard of necessity that the Secretary of Labor needed to bring it about. Fair enough, but yeah, in the majority opinion, it looks like they don't really care. OSHA has the right to regulate this stuff. Well, it's actually supposed to be regulated through Congress. It's my emergency, and my coof is dangerous, and wear a mask, you bitch. But yeah, no, what's the official word coming out of the White House, and it has been for the past couple of days, and I think it was Jen Psaki's fucking statement here today. A winter of death is coming. Cool. Can we note how hospitalizations are basically through the floor at this point? Oh, but my cases are up. Cool. Omicron sparks wave of closures nationwide. Yeah, and a bunch of businesses are closing. God, just about right on fucking schedule. Who could have possibly seen that coming? Yeah, wave of closures nationwide as White House warns winter of death is coming. Cool. Yeah, I'd imagine so. The Omicron variant, the virus that caused the coof, has sparked a wave of closures across the United States in recent days, including schools and businesses, as the White House is warning of a winter of severe illness and death for individuals who are unvaccinated. Listen, we're going on just about 2 full fucking years of this nonsense. If you haven't got the jab yet, this shit's been around for over a year at this point. If you haven't got it, more likely than not, you probably already have it. You probably have the fucking antibodies kicking around in your system. Okay, I can talk about Grand Prairie because I haven't been anywhere else because I couldn't care less to go anywhere else in this besmirched fucking province. But pretty much people around here, yeah, they're pretty much done with this shit. Okay, like there's a lot of just absolute fucking not think for yourself type people, just a bunch of sheep that walk around in the grocery stores. The only place where you can go without having a vaccine passport, without having to show your papers. But I haven't worn a mask since the end of, when was that? July? Okay, and then one place tried to make me fucking wear a mask. And I just turned in my membership, and I have no fucking desire to ever go back until they rescind their mask policy, and maybe I'll consider going back, but I don't need to be disrespected in order to just get some fucking groceries. So, and I'm not playing along with this theater anymore. If you want to, cool. If you think it's in your best interest, I'd advise you to do some work for yourself. But hey, if you just want to follow along with the group, if you just want to get endless shot after shot after shot, if you just want to keep on wearing mask after mask forever in perpetuity, your decision. You just don't get to tell me how I'm going to live my life, especially with these new, less threatening fucking variants that are out here. Because what was so special? What was so different about Delta? Oh my God, it spread so fast. Okay, so what about symptoms? Oh, okay, cool. The exact same shit that we've been dealing with from before. Yeah, basically, but it spreads faster. What's your evidence on that? It spreads faster. Oh, okay, cool. But what about Omicron? It's spreading even faster. Okay, new symptoms? Yes, there are. Oh, really? Cool. Can you detail any of those symptoms? Oh, yes, definitely. And you know what? We're going to get to that because I think we could all use just a little bit of a refresher because this whole winter of death gimmick is not fucking sticking at all. Okay, this is going to be about as popular as fucking pancreatic cancer. For the unvaccinated, you're looking at a winter of severe illness and death for yourselves, your family, and your hospitals you may soon overwhelm. Again, none of this shit is actually panning out, but yeah, that comes right from the White House co-director Jeff Zients during a briefing. He then encouraged people to get vaccinated or receive boosters if they're eligible. Cool. Get the jab and then just get on the fucking big pharma cock and just ride it in perpetuity, because remember, the vaccination status, oh, we're gonna have to look into see what it means to be fully vaccinated in the near future, because right now it's just 2, but we're gonna have to update it to be 3, and then, oh, I don't know, probably by the end of the spring it's gonna be 4, and then it's gonna be quarterly, but right now it's every 6 months, so don't worry about it. You'll be good if you got your jab when it was, what, right at the end of summer, but make sure you just, you know what, top up right there, you know what, right around Martin Luther King Day. You don't want to be racist or anything. Go get it for the good doctor, right? So far, a few Omicron-related deaths have been officially confirmed worldwide. Yeah, exactly. You just take a look at the epicenter of the place, South Africa. What are they reporting? Well, you know, not a lot of people are actually in the hospital, and it's kind of more Australia. It's kind of a mix between UK and Australia, so do forgive me. But yeah, cases are kind of dropping quickly. Hospitalizations are through the floor, and then deaths are nowhere near anywhere close to what was anticipated, and that was like a month since this entire shit kicked off. But remember, winter of death is right there, potentially, maybe, perhaps on our doorstep. Sure. The United Kingdom reported the first death with Omicron. Not because of Omicron, just they had it, and then they died, okay? And they won't tell us anything further than that. Somebody with Omicron died. Did they die because of it? They died with it. Okay, cool. Were they hit by a truck, perhaps? Oh, awesome. While the UK Health Secretary Agency, in a December 18 update, reported 7 deaths so far. Oh my god, lock it down, put on masks forever. Although scant details have been provided. Again, yeah, none of this shit's backing up. Like, I remember when they were doing the daily fucking death rolls, especially here in Alberta. It was, okay, people who have died today. 89-year-old in the hospital, 89-year-old in a nursing home, 93-year-old. That's the deaths for today, and we should just continue to lock down and continue to get jabbed up. Go fuck yourself. Now, across the United States and a growing number of municipalities, schools are again starting to shift to remote learning. God, I was talking about that. What, at the beginning of summer? Oh, don't worry. Yeah, by the fall, by the winter, yeah, everybody will just be back to online learning. We're just going to continue on the cycle for as long as people fucking allow it. And are you going to continue to allow it? Are you really going to let them do this? I hope you don't. I really do. Harvard University, Stanford University, and Cornell University. Oh, the smart people know what they're doing. They should just follow along stupidly, right? Which all have exceptionally high vaccination rates. Again, yeah, get vaccinated so your place of work and your place of study can shut down. Makes a lot of sense. And others have announced that they would shut their campuses due to a spike in cases over the past week. Again, yeah, Cornell, because we did we did an investigation into what they were reporting, and 97% of all the people that were there have the jab, but 200 or 300 some cases. Okay, yep, shift it all. Go home. Even though that they would have been doing exams this week, but this is all in anticipation for the second semester of the year to be all virtually online. Okay, cool. Once again, are we gonna do this again? Third fucking time over? Sure. Fuck off. Cornell officials reported some 900 cases in the past week. Oh my god, so it's drastic gone up, sure. With many being the Omicron variant, the school has a 99%. I think that's within the student. There's one subsection that's 100%, and then another one that's a little bit lower, but yeah, 99% vaccination rate on, I think it's all teachers and staff members are 100%, and then the students are about 99%. It's something like that. That's not the entire picture, so just proper context. Virtually every case of the Omicron variant to date has been found in fully vaccinated students. Oh, fuck. A portion of whom have already received the booster shot. Fuck. But it's safe and effective. Vice President for the University Relations, Joel Molina, said in a statement, at Harvard and Stanford, remote learning will start in the spring. Cool. Yeah, because it's just all exams going on right now, or even exams are probably done. Normally it's the 2 weeks in, on, or around New Year's and Christmas where everybody's done and dusted. Like when I was in college, My finals were the second half of December, and even still, I think like the latest one that I ever had was like the 20th or 21st or something like that, but it was nowhere near as deep. And yeah, we're the 20th here, and Christmas, yay, is on Saturday. Sorry, fucking stuttering, muttering prick. Yeah, let's just continue going. Pennsylvania State University announced on December 18th. Yes, back when this was, what, how many cases were in the States? Like a handful, but whatever. That students should be prepared to alter plans should the college have to start the spring semester remotely. So again, in order to do online learning, are you going to have to get the jab? Because this virus is so contagious and so awful for everybody that it could get transmitted through Wi-Fi. Yeah, cool. What's the next fucking line of horseshit that they're gonna start to fucking spin out? But yeah, no, every liberal-leaning place, like you got Washington D.C., you got New York State, New York Department of Education. It's like, we're going to be closing, okay, or we have no plans right now. But you know what, WHO, which received criticism for naming the new strain Omicron, well, skipping 2 letters in the Greek alphabet, Nu and G, I wonder why, warned that December 17th that the variant spreads double at a rate of once every 1.5 to 3 days. I don't give a shit, okay, especially when, like I said, we're going to be doing an update on the symptoms. Have you got the sniffles? Okay, I don't know where you are right now, but yeah, it's probably the winter, okay? I look at the analytics, because the only place that you can is on the YouTube side of things, but most of the people are in the northern hemisphere that watch these channels. There's a couple of people that are from Germany and a couple of people that are from Africa, and I think that that's fucking cool, but if you're from there, that's cool. Merry Christmas to you as well. But it's probably cold where you're at, okay? Like, to the people that I talk to, or the people that I interact with or have, I've taken like a month off of comments, and I'll probably kick back up in January. So if I don't get you your shit, it's nothing against you. I'm just not looking at comments and all that shit. I'm just putting out the content, and then just, you know, taking time off to kind of mentally refresh, because I like making videos. I'm just not a big fan of fucking reacting to every comment that's out there, so don't take it personally. It's just me kind of taking a step back as much as I really want to. But regardless, back on point here. Yeah, so if you've got the sniffles, the headache, or fatigue, okay, I experience that every fucking day, because like I said, okay, over the past week or so, we've had 30 below, we've had 35 below, we've had 40 below. That's all in Celsius, by the way, and then once you get to 40 below anyways, the crossover with Fahrenheit's about the same. So we've had every single one of those. It's been snowing as well, so yeah, you step outside for a minute, you're gonna have sniffles, okay? You're not properly mentally, or you're not even, you know, properly bundled up, you're gonna get a headache immediately. I don't give a fuck. You step outside, you go from just, you know, a nice cozy in-home temperature of about 19-20 degrees. That's where I like to keep my place. And then you step outside and it's 35 fucking below with a stiff wind. You're gonna get your shit rocked if you're not properly set up for that kind of stuff, okay? And fatigue, once you're done shoveling, okay, like, I got a lot of sidewalk. I got a big old fucking driveway as well. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just trying to set the proper stage here. But after you're done shoveling all that kind of stuff, if you don't have the sniffles from the extreme cold that's out there, for the headache, or even the fucking fatigue of just moving a fucking shovel thousands of goddamn times, cleaning off multiple driveways, multiple yards, okay, about 100 yards of fucking sidewalk, I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. And again, if we're shutting down universities, if we're shutting down workplaces, if we're shutting down the world once again because of the sniffles, a headache, fatigue, you need to get your fucking head read. And like I said, we're going to be, oh, I thought I would have had that properly framed. My mistake. There we go. Just one click off. Yeah, most common symptoms of Omicron: runny nose, headache, fatigue, sneezing, and a sore throat. This is what we're scared of, right? And it's so much different than from the first time that we locked everything down, back when we thought that, oh my god, this is going to have like a 30% drop-off rate, and it's going to be worse than Ebola. Oh my god, make sure everybody just, you know, stays inside and just fucking adopt more cats. Fuck off. Yeah, fatigue, headache, loss of change or taste and smell. Like, literally, the most severe thing that's on there, even though that always fucking returns unless you got long COVID or you're just a lazy fat fucker. Yeah, sore throat and a cough. Like, even now, you don't get a cough. You don't lose your taste or your smell. What happens? You sneeze a little bit more. You sneeze and your nose runs. Cool. Deadly. deadly virus. Winter of death is definitely upon us. Go fuck your mother. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.